And up first, we have from Hofstra University, Coach Mihalich, the 2013 Skip Crosser Man of the Year. He led Niagara to 2 NCAA tournaments and 3 NITs prior to his arrival at Hofstra, and this season led Hofstra to the CAA regular season championship and the NIT tournament. Coach, thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. This is great. I'll tell you what. I years ago was at math high school. Spent 3 years there, and every fall they have a big coaches clinic. And to be honest with you, it's kind of starting to dwindle a little bit down there. It's not like this. So it's great to be here. I'm usually up there, so bear with me. I'd rather be up there, to be honest with you. But whatever we can do to help you. I've always felt this way that, we tell our players to get better. We tell them all the time. One of the things Morgan Wood used to always say is, he would tell the guys as we after break, he would tell them now, you never stay the same. You get better or you get worse. I mean, if you're getting 20 points and 10 rebounds a game, sit by the pool all summer long, you're not going to still get 20 points and 10 rebounds a game. So, we tell our players that. I think we got to do that as coaches. I think we're always trying to look for like a little angle, or a little this, or a little that. So for you all to be here right now is, it's your team should be proud of you, your school should be proud of you, and I admire that because it's a great profession. We're lucky to be doing what we do. It's a hard business. It's a hard business, but it's a great profession. So hopefully we can get something out of this today. Whatever. What I'd like to do is basically whatever you want to do. We're going to do some situations, and he's like, we got no secrets. So, my mother always told me, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what to say. So whatever situation you give me, I'll show you what we do. Okay? So, now I'm lucky because I have my assistant coach, which would be Mike Farrell. Coach on the stage, okay? He's great. One of the things I was told early on, I'll share 2 quick things with you about when I first started coaching. One of the things I was told early on was surround yourself with good people. If you want to be successful, surround yourself with good people. Recruit good kids and have good assistant coaches. And I've got great assistant coaches. There's nobody better in the country than Mike Farrell. I mean, he's as good as any head coach in the country. And he's just pretty soon that's what he'll be doing. So, it's going to happen any day. I hope it doesn't have selfishly for a little while, but, he's ready to go. So, I'm glad coach is here. We can help him remember, what to say and what to do like he does all game long. The other thing I'll share with you, somebody asked me this just the other day down in Houston. We did one of those ethics panel television things. I don't know what that was. And the guy said, what do you look for in an assistant coach? What do you look for in an assistant coach? And I just remembered in 1978, September 1978, the first time I was ever, trying to be a coach. Morgan Wood brought me into his office down there, and I was excited because I thought we were going to sit down and talk about like his pressure offense or what he does in situations, or man-to-man defense, or all that stuff. And we talked for about 45 minutes about loyalty. That's what we talked about, loyalty, how important loyalty is. Just, when you're hiring staff, when you're around players, when you're around people, talk about loyalty. And I've heard other coaches say, you can teach assistants how to coach, you can't teach them to be loyal. If you're loyal, that's 90% of the time. So talk about loyalty, so it's always something I remember. All right, so again, when I said to coach, what do you want me to talk about? He said, do whatever you want. So I'm going to turn it back here. We'll do whatever you want. I'll start off with some situations. If there's any situation, maybe you ran into it this year, that you wanted to see what we do, I'll be glad to share it. No secrets really anymore with synergy and all those other things. I mean, all you have to do is cue up the videotape and you can see what Hofstra does when they're down 3 with 17 seconds to go or whatever. Well, let's do some of that stuff, and we can do some base out of bounds stuff, side out of bounds stuff, full court throw this out there, though, because I think this is really important. And I heard a coach talk about this for about 10 minutes in a situation like this. So here it is, I'll put a question for him. Do you practice timeouts? Do you practice timeouts? I mean, if you do, it's great. I remember when that question was asked at the clinic, I remember saying to myself, oh man, we don't do that. We should do that. I mean, timeouts are important. I mean, think about it. You got 30 seconds, you got a minute, and whatever you say there, you're hoping that, your guys are going to get it when they get back on the floor. But do you practice timeouts? I mean, what are you trying to accomplish with the timeout? When those 5 guys walk back on the floor, do they know if they have a timeout left? Do they know who's got the next possession? Do they know when the ball's getting around? Do they know what the defense is, what the offense is? But do you practice it? So think of it. If you don't, say you've got to practice it, but what do you want to get out of your timeout? So I have to share this one quick funny story about timeout. High school coach told me about one of those intense moments, and he had one of those magnet boards, he had the 5 blue magnets, 5 red magnets, and he was sliding all over the place and talking about it like we all do. Just that coach talking, he was rolling. Like 1 minute sliding these things all over the list of blue magnets and red magnets. Break the hug, the kids bring it in, 1, 2, 3, hard work, whatever. And as we're walking out, the one kid grabbed the assistant and said, Coach, were we the red or the blue? So, true story. So anyway, think about your timeouts. What do you do at a timeout? What are you trying to accomplish? Are your kids prepared to get back on the floor to do whatever you say at the timeout? Okay? All right. So situations, and we can start out with some base out of bounds stuff. I think that's what we'll do. How about if we do one where we need a 3, sign out of bounds, or do something where we need a 3, sign out of bounds. We just watched maybe the greatest NCAA championship game ever, maybe. You have to really, I don't know, talking heads might come up with the NC State game, which is my man on it, but, they talk about, Kansas beats Memphis on a buzzer beater, but that game was incredible. And so much was talked about that last play. 4.7 seconds to go. What are you doing? And I think we all probably did. What would we have done? What did I do? So what I would hope is that if we're in that situation again, that the other coach would forget that the in-runner is the best shooter on the floor. Because he must have, you guys know the whole thing. But it was kind of curious to me that Chris Jenkins just ran down the floor and stepped right into a shot and took it. So, we got to get a little lucky. We're going to do these situations. I don't know if the right word is luck. We've all heard that expression, luck's when preparation meets opportunity. But you also get to get a little lucky too. I mean, there's 4.7 seconds to go. If you just said to Jay Wright, look, just let Chris Jenkins in around the ball. It's going to be wide open at the top of the kid. I mean, I think he'd be pretty happy. He could just say, okay, Arch, dribble the ball down the floor, flip it back, a little brush screen in front, and let Chris Jenkins take a wide open 22-footer. Because Bryce comes to stand in the middle of the lane, really just wait for overtime. And again, I'm not trying to be a wise guy, but it's pretty close to what happened. And so it's all about opportunity and preparation, but you got to get a little lucky too. You got to get lucky too. Okay? So I'm just going to start doing inbounds plays, base out of bounds, side out of bounds, some full court stuff. Anything you want me to do, just raise your hand, I'll do it. Okay? I'll do it. All right. So coach, you're out, right? What would be a 3, side out of bounds? What imagine? Okay? All right. 5 guys. Doesn't matter. You need to play 5-1-0. This stuff really works. 5-1-0. It's when they throw that defense out there that I can't promise. Who's a good shooter? You're the best shooter? You're the best shooter? You're a good shooter? You can be a good shooter too. Yeah? All right. Now, we call this magic because, just like you guys, we steal everything. We steal everything that you guys do. This is what we do. I mean, are there original ideas? Sure. But probably it's because we saw the Orlando Magic do this and maybe do the exact same play. Maybe this is years ago too. Years ago. Geez, I'm forgetting the players, but they played the Cavaliers. That's all I remember, right? You remember who shot? Was it you? Okay, it doesn't matter. All right. This was years ago. Cavaliers played the Magic, and it was back when LeBron was kind of still on the rise. You know, the TV people wanted Kobe to play against LeBron in the finals. And the Atlanta Magic made the shot and screwed it all up, and the Magic played. Like, okay. So, personnel. Yeah, we got okay. Shooter here. Shooter here. Shooter here. Again, a part of this is, you know, deception, if you want to call it. Let's not give it away. Let's not give it away. Like we're gonna, you know, we want you to, you're gonna be set the screen. Set the screen here, right? We got this right, shooter? Okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. You want everybody to think you're screening for this guy right here. Good shooter. You want everybody to think you're screening for this guy right here. Okay? That's good. You're not going to be screening. You want everybody to think you're screening here, and you want everybody to think you're going to use that screen, but you're not. You want everybody to think you're coming here for a shot, but you're not. Okay? You're just going over there. You're going to be like the safety. Okay? All right. So here it is. On the slap of the ball. Okay? You're going to act like you're screening for him. Okay? But you're not. Okay? You're going to act like you're screening for him, but you're not. You're going to just step back. Right? You're going to act like you're using this screen. You're going to use that screen there instead. Run to the three-point line, throw the ball, turn around, make it, and then play works. Okay? But again, you need a little bit of luck. Now, why did this work when the Magic ran against the Cavaliers? Because the Cavaliers were switching on everything. And so the guy guarding their 5-man, oh man, he's a big guy from Virginia, undersized, big, strong guy. He ended up guarding the shooter from the Magic, mismatch. He took the shot, made the shot. Okay? So it's real simple. When you slap the ball, you're acting like you're screening for that shooter, you're going home. You're acting like you're screening for this shooter, you're stepping back to the ball. You're acting like you're using this screen, but actually you're going to use that screen. Setting the screen, ball throw hard. Remember, you got to shoot that ball. You got to shoot that ball. There's 3 seconds to go, we're down. Okay? All right, timing is everything. Timing is everything. On the slap of the ball, we all go. Okay? Ready? Go. Okay, very good. All right. Very good. Now, some of the things to think about here when you run this play. Okay? What might the defense do? Remember, we're talking about under 5 seconds, up 3, we're going to take the foul. So we got to tell our players, hey, remember now, they might be taking a foul, especially you. They might be taking a foul. So if we're thinking that way, defense might be taking a foul. What do you want to make sure you're doing if you know the defense might take a foul? What's that? You know, for sure, watch the ball, okay? But I'm going to throw this out there. Make sure you get into your shooting motion. You don't want him to take a foul, and so you're shooting a 1-on-1 instead of 3 shots. So as you're picking up, that might be the same for everybody. That's something to think about. We talk with our guys about that. Get into the shooting motion. So if you know a team's going to take a foul, why let it be a 1-on-1 or even a 2-shot foul with a penalty? Let's get into that shooting motion so you make sure you get 3 shots. Okay? All right? Try it one more time. Here we go. Good. All right. Okay, you did one big thing wrong. You did not, it wasn't just a shot. You did one thing wrong. It was kind of big, and it wasn't just a shot. What's that? Say again. No, it wasn't that. No, we don't want you looking at the side. We're down 3. We're down 3. We need a 3. So we don't want you looking at the side. Yeah, you know, what was on the line. Okay? That's crucial. Yes, it is. Especially when you're down 3, it's crucial. Okay? All right? So there you go. harder than the corner. Okay? You're safe to it. You're going to go straight to the head. You're going to come hard and get the ball. That's a pass. All right, freeze. Now we have options. Okay? Again, we need a 3. You're going hard. I mean, you're going hard. And I guess if his man goes underneath, you can flip it back and you take the 3 and he is 3. Okay? Got it? So on that pass on him, look, again, maybe it's, yeah, you're good. If his man goes underneath it, you have an opportunity to shoot a 3, we're going to have to throw you the ball. All right? If not, remember, we need a 3. If not, give it here. Right here. Go ahead. No, let's go ahead. Good. We'll flip back. Yeah. Shoot the 3. Okay? All right? That works. There we go. If you go get it, just keep going. Just take your man away. It's a good question. If you don't get it, take your man away. Okay? All right, good. Good. Go hard on him. Good. Save that drill. That's okay. That's all right. Save that drill. Shoot. Save it good. Hey. Well, you took that drill? All right? Listen, I tell our players, something like that happens. Right. This is why we practice, so we can learn. All right? No problem if you doing that in practice. Okay? And we tell our players all the time, it's okay to make mistakes. Don't make the same mistake. You are that expression in your face, you did something wrong, you'll never do it again. So it's good. That was good. Okay? All right? Here's another one. Another side of the bounds, we need a 3. Bridgeport, you know, this is America's flag. And everybody in America runs it, so there's nothing new to it. But we're just gonna. Now you guys are giving it away, by the way. Okay? You're giving it away. Look at the ball. Okay? Take a look at the ball. All right, good. You want your defender to think you're going to go up there and set a ball screen. The last thing in the world you guys want them to know is you're going to come together in the middle. So that some people say the elevator door, close the elevator doors, and let him go through. Okay? All right. Shooters here. All right? You're going to set a great screen for another shooter. You're sprinting out to the corner. Now you're coming up the lane. I'm safe from the middle here. Close up. Don't let defense through. There's a chance to shoot a 3 there. Okay? Let's try it. Good. Like that. Good. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, so 3 things there you can do. Slide out of bounds, and you need a 3. That's all about, we talk about preparation, but it's big. We tell our players all the time. If you fail to prepare, you are preparing to fail. We've all heard these things before. So, good preparation. Okay? All right. Now, just one other thing to think about. I think I did it with that first play. What's the defense probably going to do? What's the defense? And I guess I'll say this. I don't know if we did it every day, Coach, but we did it a lot, right? Especially early on. We would have, when we run our practices, we call it a mini game. And I'm a big believer in this whole concept. Think about this. Repetition with variety. And here's what I do about that. Maybe it means different things to different people. Here's what I do about that. If we come up with the very best practice that man ever created, woman ever created, if we come up with that practice and we did the same thing every day, I'm saying with this generation that we coach, I'm saying the 3rd or 4th day they're bored. And it could be the greatest practice ever played. But I'm saying the 3rd or 4th day these guys are bored. You need to see something different. So, we need to fold. You need to do the same things and make them look different. Like how many shooting drills do you have? How many different ways do you work on dribbling drills? How many different ways do you run a practice? But I think if we do the same thing over and over and over again, I think the guys will lose it, your players will lose it. So repetition is right. Anyway, when we plan our practices, we would throw a little mini game in there. So maybe a third of the way through the practice, as opposed to doing it at the end. I think we always did that. We still do that too. But when you do situations at the end of practice, sometimes things happen through the course of practice where you might lose your guys or whatever, or somebody gets hurt, or they're they're exhausted by the end, and you just, whatever, they're cooked, they're spent. So third way through, we put a minute and a half on the clock, and Coach Crowley might take the blue team, and Speedy Claxton might take the gray team, and we just make it a tie game and play that, just to get into some situations, and just to see what could happen, because you can't predict what could happen. So we'll just do that. So, situations, I think they're important. How you prepare practice is important. I say mix it up if you can. I know there's only so much you can do, but the more you change it up. We live in a day and age where there's 600 TV stations, for goodness sake, there's cable and all that stuff. So they're always looking to flip that station, we're always looking for something different. Well, let's make practice different when we can. That's what we try. Okay? All right? Does anybody want to do baseline bounds to you three? Good idea, we'll do that. All right. You guys want to keep with us? Okay, there we go. Irish, yeah.
I heard the guy who grew up played at A&M. Yeah, I grew up with the guy here in Jersey. A little bit of a degenerate, but a great guy.
Baseline bound, I think personally, this is tough. I think this is tough. I think it's hard. I think it's hard. Okay. All right. Shooters in the corner. Shooters in the corner. We got a guy named Brian Bernardi who played with Coach Brown at SMU. And then he came to us. Terrific shooter. He used to have the school record for threes in the game to 8. Is it 8? Is it 8? So it is 8 threes. So that's our shooter right here. And of course everybody's going to go, I get that. Okay? We want to go big on little screens. So if they do switch, it's like we said with that magic play here, there should be an advantage. All right, we got that. Shooter here. You don't have two shooters out of your phone. Let's be honest with this. And we can sit out here with the greatest plays in the world and so forth, but when you need a three, if you don't have shooters, you're not going to win. If you don't have good players, we got to get good players, so we all know that. All right, shooter here. When you slap the ball, you're just sprinting that corner with the ball. Okay? That's what you'll do. Okay? Now your job here is to try to occupy that defender, the guy going the team. Okay? Because we don't want him to be able to help what's going on here. All right? So your job, this is a defender right here. We're going to ask you to try to get it his way. Like, you can screen it, sure. But try to keep it from being at all away from your team. Because you're going to be setting the screen up here. Okay? We'll do that in a second. All right, you're going to basically just ask for the ball and screw up and ask for the ball. All right? You're not going to get it up here. You're going to get a screen. You're going to get a shot right back where you are. Okay? All right. So slap the ball. You're bossing out to the corner. Okay? Maybe you can create a little separation with the coach, or maybe you can legally push off. Timing. You come down here and get the coach's way. Get his way. You're asking for the ball out here. Then they're sprinting out here to set this screen. You're going to come back off and use that screen. And there's a shot right there. Okay? Gotta get it off quick. Well, we think that by having this player here occupy that defender, the switch is going to be at least late. So no one's going to try to do that. The switch will be at least late. Then we can get that shooter a shot. Okay? Again, time is important. Alright? So you gotta sell this now. You gotta sell it. You gotta get to your guy. Whoever's you're gonna shoot, don't forget, he's gonna shoot. Alright? The guy guarding you make you really worried about your distance ball. You gotta lean a little bit, and then when that screen comes, you'll have that split second you need to get the shot. Alright? You gotta do a good job. Get Coach Crowley's way. Okay? Slap the ball, ready, go. Good. Back together. Good. Alright, good shot. Very good. Good play. Good play. Okay? Alright? Make it happen. Okay?
Like you should.
What else have we wrote? We needed this presentation. We call it Irish because we stole it from Mike Gray and Notre Dame. So we straight up, that's how it is. Now because we're doing this, we gotta go up with another one for next year. So we'll watch some more kids this summer and still somebody else's play. Yeah, okay, all right. So let's talk just in general. We can say another thing we do to get a three. But maybe just in general, about baseline and bounce, out of bounds. All right? I think this, that we have a series we call a T series, because you set up it looks like a T. And we never got that far this year, but we tried to have 5 options out of that, so that the setup doesn't give away the play. In other words, every time said, one of 5 things could happen. So if you're getting scouted, you know, so let's have a shooter over here. Let's have 5 in there. 4 men top of the kid. You're a 3-man right here. Long man. Okay. All right, just to use the numbers for that, everybody's different. So that's our best shooter over there. Another pretty good shooter right here. 5-man right there. Okay. And this is our 4-man here. All right. And this is our basic, again, we call it our T-series. So we're really creative. We have a T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5. Pretty good, right? So the other thing that's good about that is, that, like I said, I don't even think we had 1, we had 4, we had 2, we had 3, we had 1 for the handbag, and we had 4. Right. We didn't have the T5, right? You slipped it. That's right. Okay. That's how much we ran the T5. I don't remember having it. But you know, you all might have a team where it's only 2 people that you want that can score. But you can't keep telling the 5 because there's no place for them. So, you know, you have one of them. You never run it. We just say, it's for you. This one's for you. And it's good. It's good. So everybody thinks they have to play. When the game time comes, you run 2 of them all the time, and you win because you never get that T5 and the guy can't score. Okay. So, and this got triggered by the idea that maybe we needed a 3. Good shooter right there. Pretty simple stuff. We're going to set a stagger screen today. Okay. So you're going to go ahead on his man. You're going to go ahead on his man. You're sprinting off these 2 screens. You're coming off these 2 screens over here and try to get a shot. Okay. There you go. Simple as that. Not rocket science. It's real simple. Hey, a big part of this, and I kind of alluded to it earlier, like you can have the greatest play in the world. Like you can go on Synergy, you can watch Brad Stevens' 3/4 court play where they, you know, scored and won the game. But your players have to make it work. So if our shooter is just jogging off of that staggered screen, that play's not going to work. If the screeners don't screen anybody, don't really head anybody, play's not going to work. So, you know, the X's and O's are important, but I heard somebody say it's not the X's and O's, it's the Jimmys and Joes. So it's your players. They got to make it work. Is this a good play we run all the time? Does it work? It works. When this guy, we have Brian Bernardi, who was the hardest working guy in America, when he goes off of that screen real hard, and it works. When the guy in the middle sets a screen, and that guy sets a screen. Okay? So again, we call it T2 for our team in, 2 in, slap the ball, and you're shaking it up. Get out there, shoot it right. Very good. All right. Very good. Okay. Like I said, these plays working until the defense out there. All right? Okay? I'll go through all of them. Since we're talking about base out of bounds stuff, I'll go through all the base out of bounds stuff and show you what we do. And, you know, and again, if you want me, I'm going to ask you, occasionally, if there's any situation wrong, I'll show you what we do. If anybody has a situation, I'll be glad to show you what we do. Okay? All right. So, same setup. Here's another thing. You guys are always basketball IQ. Right? I'm guarding you. Right? The coach is guarding you. He's out to lunch. He's not paying attention. You know, he's not drinking. You always can just throw that pass right there. Go ahead. Alright, but again, this is basketball. Okay. Alright, so the next one. T3 for our 3. Okay? So you're going to do the same things. You're going to do the same things that you did to 2. Go get it. Go get it. Come off hard. Now, we'll ask you to set another screen for the first screen. Go get him. Oh, here he comes in the middle. And it's amazing how much that worked for us. Amazing. Like it shouldn't work, but it does. It's amazing how much that worked for us. Probably because the guy tried to get up, the guy didn't actually about as tough a kid we've ever had. But it's amazing how much that worked at just that second screen. Okay? So let's run that one again. Get to the left. Good. Yes, stay away from line. So to that tape. Good. Go ahead. Good. Another screen. Amazing. I'm telling you. Okay. All right, where are we at? T1? Okay. All right, T1 is real simple now. If you scout this, you're going to see this guy set these screens often. When he's going over there, set the stagger screen, set that second screen. Well, all this is a handback. Okay, so you're going to fake it, you're going to set that screen, take a step back here, you're going to pass it down, you come in. Like, you might have a shot, you might have a little pick and roll type stuff right there. Oh, you shoot. I did that shit. You know what I do? That looked pretty good. Okay? Pretty good. Okay? But again, the same thing, like our player of the year in our conference, right back, the guy named Wanye Green, and the Portsmouth next week. But we would do that a lot. He would just make a play. We would just make a play. Come off and get that hand off, and be isolated with our big guy, and we're worried about the shooters out there, and we can get something out of it. Okay, real simple. T1. Okay? All right? You don't need to run it. You want to run it again? Run it again. Come off hard. A lot of pass to the big guy. Okay? Hey, gotta keep the big guy happy, right? Good? There you go. Keep the big guy happy. There you go. There you go. Okay. My favorite shots. Dunk shot. All right? Where are we at? 4? Okay? All right, here we go. Can you shoot? A little bit? A lot. A lot, okay? But you're going to get a shot. All right? So you guys are basically, you know, hate to use this expression, you're not doing anything. Okay? Our coach is explaining to the inbound. It's going to be the same. It's going to be handback, right? It's going to be handback. Now, you come and get that handback. Now, you're setting a ball screen. You set the ball screen for the point guard. Come on the farm. And now you set that fade screen there for the 4-man. Fade back, pass it home. Shot, drive. Go ahead. Yeah, you got off the side. And we play with, maybe it's because it's hard to get ring guys, but we kind of play with the 4 perimeter guys. We have the 1 big guy. So whoever we put up there is usually a pretty good shooter. Right? So, all right, try to get T4 is the ball for the 4-man. Here we go. Hand back, ball screen, face screen for the screen. Okay, get a good angle in that pass, get it. All right, good. Very good. Okay. And then the last thing, like you reminded me about you going to get that rebound, you reminded me of this. If you're one of our rebounders, what you did is great. You're probably the guy getting back, make sure you get back. You know, good floor balance. You know, that's why. You know, like Coach always reminds me, you know, we like, our point guard was really good. And we like at the end of the shot clock, this is great coaching. Give him the ball, let him do whatever he wants. Great coaching. And Coach always reminded me, maybe we had this 1-4 low, like a lot of people do. But it's bad for format. We have to worry about people getting back. So when you're inbounds plays, make sure you remind your players, you know, get back. One of the little things we do, when we go 5-on-0, we'll have a manager standing right here. Sit up ball for a second, please. It's not the only thing that physically I can demonstrate. But 5-on-0, when we go to 5-on-0, run through the plays, and eventually somebody takes a shot. One of our managers just rolled the ball out there and have court. So whoever it is, just got to get back. Has to be there to pick the ball. Okay? Just a reminder, somebody's got to get back. When the shot goes up, somebody's got to get back. Okay? Thank you. All right? What's left? P5? Huh? Okay, our coach just told me. Now, this is also a play that we would run, end of the shot clock, 2 seconds of the shot clock, gotta get the shot off, and here's the other, if you know the defense is switching. So we're gonna try to catch 3 people in between the switches. We're gonna try to create 3 bad switches. Again, 2 seconds on the shot clock, 2 seconds in the game, whatever, down 1, down 2, we run this. And the idea is to catch these guys in the bad switch. You know, do we have come on up, give me 3 defenders. Let me warn you, we're going to try to make it look bad. Any 3 guys, come on up. Okay. Then wait. Somebody go, you go ahead. Yeah, just go ahead. All right, again, it's the end of the shot clock, the end of the game clock. We need a basket, whatever. We're gonna, it really is gonna work, really should work, if you know they're switching, all right? So you're gonna, well, you're gonna stop right there. Make these two guys think they have to switch, okay? You want your defender to worry about him, you want him to worry about you, okay? All right? So make that very good, very good. As the timing is good, you're just gonna sprint right to there. You're coming up to get him, same thing, right freeze. You want these two guys to get worried about the switch. You're sprinting off them, you're slipping down lane, good. And you help somebody, in this case, man right here, so you help somebody's open. When we call it T5, we've seen it work a bunch, we've had some luck with it. But again, think about what I said, you gotta hope for a bad switch. Now you can make it, hopefully you can make them screw up your switch. But they do a great job with it, you're gonna get a tough shot. We're hoping to get this guy slipping out lane for left, okay? All right, so again, time is everything. You're gonna sit down here, try to get your defenders thinking about a switch and confused. As he's moving, you're moving. These two guys slip down that lane, slip down that lane. Oh, man, look at that. Oh, God. All right, run one more time. T5. That's the play. Right there. Good. Good defense. Got the wrong defense. Yes. So, you're going to know how to get back, right? You need that somebody back in case, we turn the ball over, quick shot, whatever. You're going to get back on defense, so we have good forwards, for instance, okay? All right? Any other questions based out of bounds? Go ahead. Great question. 2-3 zone. Great question. Let me get to do 5 seconds now. I think in general, and you try to employ this with your inbound stuff against 2-3 zone. I think in general, when you go offense versus the zone, try to make somebody have no underguard. Try to make one of those 5 guys have no underguard. Alright? Or bad mismatch. Like Bobby Knight, when you ask Bobby Knight about playing man-to-man defense, he would say this. Remember, when you play man-to-man defense, you decide who guards who. If you play zone, the offense decides who guards who. Because you can put an offensive player, in a mismatch situation. Okay. 2-3 zone. Okay. Oh, you're good. Good. Very good. Okay. All right. Let's go into like 4 out set. Okay, so you're in the corner over there. Let's have you here. When you are, it's good. So everybody are. Okay. Now this is amazingly simple. Amazingly simple. And again, it worked a lot for us. It worked a lot for us because of, you'll see why, but we were able to create a mismatch. All right? Okay, so 2-3 zone. Are you ready? You're going to make a pass here. Okay? You're going to sprint out of the corner. You want to get into the slot? Right there. You want him to guard you. You want to get into the top of the kick. You want to make him guard you. Okay? You're in the slot. Alright? He's got to make a choice. You're in the slot. Okay? Swing that ball around. Pass it. Pass it. Pass it. Pass it. Pass it. Okay, good. But right there, so he has to make a choice. He's a stop. You have a shot or a play with him. If he comes up and guards you, come on up. If he comes up, both drinks. Now we have the big guy in the middle. With a long closeout against your point guard. If your slot guy, but it isn't, he's a good shooter here. Look at what you have. Great shooter here that has to be guarded. One guy trying to guard two. He did a good job with that stuff. Okay, looked like one of the Syracuse guys that played. Okay? But you have a shot that's slow. Okay? You have one in the corner, and then big guy trying to come out and close out on the corner. Okay? So, really simple. Really simple stuff. Okay? All right? Run one more time. Let's do this. Here, run one more time. Go ahead. Good. Coach is going to set up. Get Brian Bernardi there on the elbows. Freeze. I think this is the first thing that you notice, right? So this alignment right here, right away those guys in the zone defense are wondering who to guard. There's 4 guys spread out across the mountain. Like that guy in the middle is going to be wondering, who am I getting? The guy over there is going to be, which guy do I take? So right away, that 1-4 alignment there is going to create against the zone. It's going to create a little bit of a, who am I guarding? Okay? So you got to be one of them, right? Okay. We're going to ask you to screen this guy right here. We're going to ask you to screen that guy right here. We're going to have you, sorry. You're going to look for me? Let's start over. We got to go some more part. Okay. All right. You're in the bottom of 2-3 zone? Who's in the bottom? You are? Okay, good. All right. Very good. Okay. So as the referee is standing our inbound of the ball, that guy all the way over there, all the way, one of our 2 shooters. You're going to have the strength in the corner. You're going to come up. I'm not trying to be wise here, but he's a good shooter, so you're going to guard him. You're worried about him. You're going to guard him. Right? That's the first part. Sorry, that's the first part. Now, you're going to go screen one of the top guys. You're going to screen the other. Find the shot. Maybe it's back there. Maybe it's over here. Find the shot. Now, what are you going to do? Go ahead. Right there, focus. Good. Okay, make a play. All right, got it? So you worry about the shooter screen in the corner, then we have a guy coming off the screen, we have the staggered screen, then we have the screener slipping into the middle. We've got all 3 things. We've got all 3 things. Okay? So, I was wondering, next thing there's a line. There's a line. Make the word about it. A little line. Line. That's good. If I got to stop the ball, go. Make a decision there, make a play. Okay? Good. Anything else? Base out of bounds. Full court stop. Sure. Against pressure. Okay, very good. What kind of pressure is it? Man to man? Is it like a 1-2-1-1? Give up. Man to man. Okay? So full court man to man. Okay, we call this, Coach Cal, we call this Kentucky.
Thank you.
You know why? Because it works. And anything you do works, so we can go. Okay. All right, let me have it all in. All in. Well, pick up a man. If you're on defense, get him in. Get him in. Shred it out. Okay. Now, everybody's different with their pressure breakers. We like to stretch the floor out. We don't want 4 offensive players up there so that they bring their 4 defensive players with us. So we like to stretch it out. Okay? Give you room to make a play. Give you room. Give you room. Okay? All right? Now, let's say it's a dead ball. We'll do both. Well, let's say it's a dead ball. You can't move. You can't move. You gotta know that too, right? You can't move. Okay? If it wasn't a dead ball, we'd let you go either way. Okay? But we're going to ask you if it's a dead ball to break away from the ball. So you're going to bring it over towards Coach Farrell. Okay? Go ahead. Everyone thinking of it? We're going to, you know what? Get wide. Get wide. Not too wide so that you can catch it. You're stepping on the side. Right out there is good. So if he has an angle to make that pass, you can catch it. You're going to corner. Okay? All right. Whatever way you guys are going to on the half court, whatever way he breaks, if he breaks to your side, you're coming hard in the middle of the ball. Okay? So he broke that way, so you're going to make the second option. You're on defense. Here's the second option. Okay, preach. If you can make that pass right there, preach. If you make that pass, all right, we got to break this press. But if you can make this pass right here, what are you going to do? They'll end up doing that for like 4 games if you watch. That's how they broke the press. 2 guys on the wings, you run a guy over here, they do it, they got the side. Okay? So good. So you're there. All right. We do that to you. Well, let's say you're not open. We don't want you going too deep. Because if you go deep, it gives the inbound defender a chance to trap, gives him a chance to trap, makes you light miserable. Up to the foul. Okay? Now, if you're still not open to the foul, overplaying. You're still not open to the foul, right? Overplaying. Go up the right. Pass it. Pass it. Go. There you go. Okay? So if he's overplaying that cutter, if he's overplaying it, sure. If he's overplaying this guy, you're the key to it now. But you have to sprint really hard. And don't go further than the foul line. If he's still overplaying you, it's a good hard play. Up the sideline, you got to read it. And you're quarterback, you got to read it. And make that back. Okay? All right. All right. Let's do it from the top. Side of the ball, good. Go. There you go, good. The other thing is, I'm sorry, who asked a question about that? Okay. Here's the other thing, this is a good reminder. You got to have your own philosophy about what you want to do at the end of your pressure break. We attack. We think this, that if you don't attack the press, you're going to let them press all game long. What do they have to lose? They'll press all game long. All you're going to do is pull it out. But if you attack it, of course, you get some buckets. Then if we want, our goal, we tell our players this: let's make them take the press off. Let's make them take it off. That's our goal. We know the team's going to press. Let's make them take it off. He's going to attack it. But here's the thing: you do have to work on this. We'll talk about this. Decisions at the end of your pressure break. Because I think when a team presses, they're trying to do this. They're trying to make you turn the ball over by getting a steal or walking or going off your foot or whatever. They're trying to get you to pick, or they're trying to make you take a shot that you don't want to take. Maybe it's your big man taking a three. Maybe it's somebody that can't dribble, handle the ball. But they're trying to get you to do something that one of your players can't do, shoot or dribble, or a shot that you don't want to take. So we try to put, I keep talking about this great shooter we have. Every pressure breaker that we have, he's going to be here for a little bit, because we actually don't want him handling that ball too much. We send him down the floor and tell him to just spot up, wait for somebody to throw him the ball. If he's open. If he's open 4 seconds, 5 seconds into the shot clock, we want to shoot the ball. And that's what he does. That's what he does. Okay? All right? You want to reset that? Reset. So I was the head coach up at Niagara University for a long time. They got like 3 famous alums up there. U.B. Brown, North Jersey guy. I didn't know that, did you? You know, right? U.B. Brown, Calvin Murphy, everybody knows Calvin Murphy. The other guy is Frank Lee. Frank Lee, who coached at Niagara. And then he went with when U.B. Brown got the head job with the Atlanta Hawks. Frank Lee went to coach with U.B. Brown. And then Frank Lee became the head coach of the Utah Jazz, and then the general manager. And he could be the governor of Utah. He's still famous. Still lives out in Salt Lake City. He's Mr. Utah Jazz. He's the best. He would come east once a year, Cooperstown. All his old cronies would go over there and talk to him and visit with him. All his old friends from there. Bob always go, I'm going to leave with this last thought. So it's just me and him in this country club bar. I was lucky. It was a rainy day, and it was just me and him. And we were talking. And I probably shouldn't use his name, but well, anyway. Tyrone Corbin had just become the head coach. Jerry Sloan steps down. Tyrone Corbin just became the head coach. So I said, Coach, how's Tyrone Corbin going to do? How's he going to do? And, in his grandfatherly wisdom type ways, he's a great guy. I'm sure he is. He's a great guy. Everybody loves him. Everybody loves him. I think he knows the game. He's a great player. All these great things. He said, well, what I'm worried about is I don't know how well he communicates. I don't know how well he communicates. And then he said something to me. I literally think I'm kidding. It sounds corny, but I pulled out a piece of paper and wrote it down. He said this, because when you communicate, then you can motivate. And if you're a good motivator, then you're a great leader. And that's what we do. That's what everybody in this room does. That's what we do. We've got to be leaders. We've got to be leaders. And I agree with Frank Lake. If you're a good leader, you should be somebody that can motivate you. But I always remind myself to be a better communicator. I think when things go wrong, we always say point the finger at yourself, work first. For me, part of that when something goes wrong. How well are you communicating? Your kids know what you're thinking, whether it's in a timeout, running this base out of bounds play, or whether you want them to shoot or cook. They know what you're thinking. So, being a great communicator. I mean, you're the greatest over there. You're Hall of Famers. I mean, my wife said, wait till I said, well, I'm going to speak in the John Calipari or Larry Crouch. She said, well, why are you? So, she keeps me humble. By the way, hey Cal, she still has a crush on you. Well, it used to be Jay Wright. Hey, it's still you. Even after Monday night, it's still you. It's still you. It's amazing. Cal bought a cup of coffee one time at Dunkin' Donuts in Minneapolis. That was it. That was it. But anyway, I want to leave you with that. I think it's great. I think it's good stuff. It's more important than the X's and O's. Communicate, motivate, and be a great leader. You all great for being here. You're going to be a better coach, not because of what I did, but because you want to be. Because you want to be. If you want to be a better coach, your players want to be better players. So thanks. Have a great day. And good luck next year.